Hello and welcome to another month of the Single Cask Club. Welcome back to our old members and hello to our new members as ever. Quick intro, I'm Guy. This is me in the Strong Water Co. For those who don't know us, here on the High Street in Banbury. So this month we've got a couple of other, as always, interesting drams, I like to think. And hopefully everyone's enjoyed the last drams. That Glenbergie got a hell of a reception, so glad everyone enjoyed that. I think first fill stuff seems to be going well, so we'll learn about that and continue using good casts at that and whatnot that's kind of gauging people's interest like that. So first dram this month comes from Arran Distillery. So this is from the Provenance label of Douglas Lane. So Arran's kind of relatively new distillery, just started in 1995. So yeah, very new on the scene, so not compared to a lot of the other guys that have been around for ages, and compared to the newer guys that are brand new, Arran's kind of a bit of a baby distillery. So what I quite like about Arran is island distillery, so it's often thought as immediately Scottish Islands, bam, it's going to be smoky and that's it. What's lovely about Arran, that's totally like not the case. They've kind of adopted a non-peated Highland style, which is kind of more associated with kind of light cereal notes. Sometimes you get some super salty Arran, sometimes you get some stuff that's really like vanilla ice cream and biscuits and cream kind of stuff. So yeah, have a look at this one. So here we go. See what we think. So yeah, first of all, I think on the nose, I think it's very, very classic kind of Arran. It's got that lovely hard candy, soft kind of spiced oakness to it. Kind of classic Douglas Lane Provenance label this. So distilled June 2013 and bottled November 2021. Douglas Lane are absolutely specialists in ex-bourbon barrels, but I think there's a lot could be said for them. There's nowhere to hide in an ex-bourbon barrel. You've got to be a decent spirit, you've got to have decent wood. So yeah, this is one of 343 bottles, bottled at 46%. So yeah, kind of, yeah, hard candied, spiced oak, and then kind of that classic sweet kind of malt style that you kind of always expect from Arran. I think as well, this is just an 8-year-old, but I think it always shows really well young Arran at kind of 8 and up. I think Arran has a real kind of ability to show a touch older than it is. But yeah, it smells delicious. Have a taste. Cheers. It's a lot thicker than you could have expected. It's got this real kind of creamy front note that's then like tropical fruit salad, which might be a bit weird, but yeah, really thick. I think to start off with, a real kind of big coaty mouthfeel for ex-bourbon. I think it's delicious. But then it's got a real lovely soft woodiness to it as well, almost maple syrupy. Lovely like that. And then let's get the finish on it. It's yeah, lovely. It's, yeah, a lot of maple syrup I think there. It's kind of like super, almost like buttered pancakes. Goes a bit more, almost like it's orange citrus, but then a very long like creamy cereal oat finish. But I think a great finish for an 8-year-old dram. This kind of really shows why age sometimes could just be ignored, I think. Shows a lot of complexity for its age, and then the finish is just lovely and long. So yeah, anyway, so that's an 8-year-old Arran from Provenance. So enjoy that one, and we shall get to the next one. So I hope everyone enjoyed that Arran. I should have mentioned there as well, 47.50, that one is on the shelf, but remember, Single Cask Club members, so you get 10% off that whiskey, and 10% off the second dram as well. So this is dram number 2. So this is back to our pals, Morrison's Distillers. This is their Carmore Strictly Limited range, and this month we have a Darwin Sauterne finish cask. So yeah, from, yeah, actually the biggest distillery in Speyside at the end of the 19th century, Darwin. It's a fun little fact. not really got a proprietary bottle stuff. Sometimes you see it in the Flora and Fauna range with a little badge running across the front of the label. That's there, but you've not really seen a lot of it. Used a lot in big blending, like a lot of this kind of single cask stuff. A lot of it's like that. It's got a big kind of meaty flavour to it due to long fermentation and then rapid distillation. Then also in their condenser they use stainless steel, so it cuts copper contact, which helps create that like bigger, meatier finish, which for blends is great. But what also it is great for is for cask finishes and cask style. So really benefits from sherry casks and big casks and things like this, which is a Sauterne cask finish. So yeah, this is distilled in 2012, bottled 2021, and it's Sauterne cask finish. So that's Sauterne's a sweet wine from Bordeaux in France. So this is, yeah, a 9-year-old bottled at 47.5%. with a yield of 816 bottles. So at first I think it's super like rose water, I think, on the nose, with almost, you get a touch of kind of raisin behind the rose water, but quite floral, aromatic in style. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. So you get rose water again, and then this kind of almost slightly minty bergamot style, which is really quite bright. And then it goes to a more kind of darker place, I'd say. It kind of comes up with this bright freshness and then dives down, which is really that Sauterne's coming in. Let's have a little sip more to it. Yeah, it's delicious. The real fresh bergamotiness is really taking me a bit by surprise there, but lovely and fresh. And then it kind of comes to this, reaches this high point and comes back down to this lovely kind of warm, like milk chocolate kind of coated hazelnuts, I'd say, in style, which is really, really interesting. So getting that with the Sauterne finish, I think, is where that all comes from. So this would have been ex-bourbon cask beforehand and then finished in Sauterne. Which has really provided that lovely lift in the middle of the palate and then the long kind of finish at the end. So yeah, this one is at $62.50, and again 10% off this one as well, if you'd like to place any of those orders. So yeah, that's this month's drams. I hope everyone enjoys them. As always, we look forward to hearing your feedback, and I hope you enjoy a couple of discounted drams as well, if you wish to. And if not, we'll see you in the shop for a chat about whiskey and whatnot. Until then, Solange, and we'll see you next month.